Welcome back to Wisdom Wednesday, everyone, and happy St. Patrick's Day. I hope you are wearing your green today. And I also hope that you are all being very weather aware today. We've got some pretty scary weather heading our way. So please stay tuned to your local weather channel and make sure that you know where you need to go for a safe place if there is a tornado warning in your area. Thanks again for joining us as always today. I am Dorothy Dorton with AARP Alabama. And as always, please feel free to ask any relevant questions in the comments, and we'll try to address each one of those at the end of this broadcast. We'll also be showing you some slides today. We'll have some actual registration links to put up, so we'll be putting those in the comment section on the Facebook page as well, because we've got some great events coming up that we'd love for you to be a part of. So today we're going to check out what's happening, and then I'm going to bring in a special guest to talk about some workshops we've got coming up. But let's check out what's happening first. So if you missed it yesterday, you can go back and watch Mindful Movement with Becca Impello. She did a great job yesterday doing some yoga moves from her chair. And this happens every Tuesday at 10 a.m. on AARP Alabama's Facebook page and our YouTube page. And you'll either have Jerry Haslam doing some strength training exercises, or you'll have Beth Impello, and like we did yesterday. And so we'd love for you to join us live on those. They're there to answer any questions you may have about fitness and such. And also, if you miss these, you can always go back and look at them anytime, just like this broadcast, Wisdom Wednesdays. You can always go back and look at those at any time. They are recorded. We are going to be having Fraud Watch Friday, March 26th at noon. Our first one was last Friday, and we had Mondi Donaldson with Better Business Bureau on, and she talked about tax fraud. Now, our next one, March 26th, is going to be at noon. It's going to be about contractor fraud, and we are going to have some folks from the South Alabama Volunteer Lawyers Program on to talk about contractor fraud and how to protect yourself from that. And we were going to have Art with the Armory. That is on the second Wednesday of each month at 1 p.m. If you missed it last week, it is on our Facebook page. It was so cute. We did felt spring and Easter decorations, and they were just precious. So you can go back and look at those. Very easy, very fun to make. And our next one, like I said, will be at 1 p.m. on April 14th, and that's going to be with Mary McLemore. She's going to be doing a diptych still life. So I'm looking forward to that, because I honestly am not sure what a diptych still life is. So we also want to remind you to always check out our aarp.org/AL vaccine website. That's where you can get the latest vaccination website for Alabama. So please check that site out. And I also want to put up, because it's so important, again, if you are eligible for a vaccine, you can call this number to get an appointment. So if you are eligible for a vaccine, you can call this number and get an appointment. So please be sure to do that. And I have also a quick update for you about we had a couple of weeks ago, we had my state director, Candy Williams, on to tell you about 2 bills that were on the governor's desk to be signed. And I have great news that we won. We got those bills signed. Thank you to Governor Ivey for signing Act 2021-77 and Act 2021-78. 2021-77 was about financial exploitation. And after more than 2 years, she signed it into law this week. And as a leading member of the Elder Abuse Prevention Council, AARP supported the legislation. And this makes it it applies the same confidentiality protections allowable under the Protection from Abuse statute, which provides for the plaintiff's personal information in public court documents. So this basically helps protect older adults in that confidentiality. It includes them in that. And then the next bill, the 2021-78, was called the Elderly and Vulnerable Adult Financial Protection Act. And this bill provides for financial service providers like banks and credit unions with additional tools to prevent the financial exploitation of elderly and vulnerable adult customers. It allows them to delay or decline transactions on accounts of elderly or vulnerable adult customers when there is a reasonable belief that financial exploitation has occurred or is being attempted. So that is so great. And again, we want to thank Governor Ivey. We also want to thank all of you who called, wrote in, and advocated for these bills. We are really excited to work for you and work for older adults and make sure that we continue to protect those over 50 as well as their loved ones. So we also have Montgomery want to give you a big heads up about some stuff real quick. We are going to be having a live virtual phone bank Wednesday, March 24th from 4 to 7 p.m. on WSFA. And so you can call that number 1-334-613-8283 and get some questions asked about, or get some questions answered about fraud. So we just want to make sure that you have all the information available to you. And that's going to be happening from 4 to 7 p.m. on March 24th. Don't worry, I will remind you at the next Wisdom Wednesday as well, so you won't forget. But we want to have you call in and ask your questions. All right, so we are moving on, and I am now really, really happy to welcome back someone who has been on here a couple of times before. She's also a very good friend of mine, Della Sanchez with the South Alabama Regional Planning Commission. Welcome, Della.
Hey, good morning. How are you? Top of the morning, huh?
Top of the morning to you. Happy St. Patty's Day.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
So we're really excited. We always learn something so valuable from Della. And she's a licensed social worker with the South Alabama Regional Planning Commission, an area agency on aging. And this organization serves South Alabama, which includes Mobile, Baldwin, and Escambia counties. And like I said, I'm very lucky to have known Della personally and professionally for many years. And so, again, thanks so much for joining us. And also, happy Social Work Month, Della.
Yay! Yes, it is.
Thank you.
It is.
Thank
yes,
you.
Thank you.
Thank you to you and your colleagues for all you do, this month and always. So we really appreciate it.
Yep.
So we're going to be talking about some really exciting workshops we've got coming up. But first, Della, can you start with telling us a little bit about area agencies on aging and just how they can help folks?
Okay, good. Well, good morning again to you and to everyone. I appreciate everyone taking the time to join us this morning. Thank you very much. Again, my name is Della Sanchez, and I'm a social worker with the Area Agency on Aging. First of all, our local Area Agency on Aging is located downtown at the old GM&O building located on Beauregard Street. So that's where our home office is, and we're located at 110 Beauregard Street. Due to COVID right now, we're not accepting walk-in visits, but you're more than welcome to give us a call there at our main intake line at 251-706-4680. So that is your main intake line to call us to get some information. The Area Agency on Aging is a place for you to start your search for information to enrich your life, whether as a volunteer participating on an online wellness class, maximizing your Medicare benefits, improving your financial security and finding services in home, also to help you age in place with information regarding to Alzheimer's information, and also including nursing home information and assisted living. We provide services both with our staff and partnering with partnerships like AARP to help reach with the community with the services that we have. So we're a very all-encompassing program here. And so, people sometimes don't know where the Area Agency on Aging is, or that to call us to find out that, I need a home delivered meal, or, I have a question regarding, I've just turned 65. Now what do I do? Where do I sign up to get my Medicare? So these are the kind of questions that we can help. Or let's say you have, a challenge paying your medications and stuff. This is where you need to call us, that we can point you in the right direction.
Absolutely.
For those situations.
That's great information. And I just popped up the number for Alabama Age Line, and
Right.
I've got it scrolling down. And if you're not in the lower Alabama area, if you call this number, you can get in touch with your local area agency on aging as well. So, Della, that's some great information. And so, you and your colleagues at SARPC AAA have graciously partnered with AARP Alabama for a workshop series that actually begins tomorrow, and we are so excited about that. So, can you tell us a little bit about this series?
Sure. I just want to go back to the 1-800-AGE line.
Sure.
Just so you'll know, there are 13 area agencies on aging here in the state of Alabama. So it's really important when you do call the AGE line that you tell them what county you're in. So that way they will direct that call to that local area agency on aging. So just a tidbit of that, because that is a state line number, and like I said, we have 13 area agencies on aging to help seniors in this state. Okay.
Excellent. Thank you. That's great. Thank you, Della. So let's move on to these workshops we've got going.
Okay. Well, first of all, I'm really excited. Tomorrow's my day to talk to caregivers out in the community. And again, we're going to be talking about Alabama Cares Support for Caregivers. This is a program that is a statewide program where we provide education, counseling, and some respite services. We're really focusing underserved families out in the community that are caring for loved ones with dementia. And part of this big program is we offer respite and education for caregivers out there so they can understand the challenges of caring for a loved one living with dementia, because there's so much complexity with that. And we can provide resources and things of that nature. And sometimes people just need to talk. And so it's really important for them to find out that Alabama Cares Support for Caregivers is available. And I'll be elaborating on enrollment questions and how we can help you. So that's my topic for tomorrow. So I'm really excited, and I hope you tell your friends and you sign up for tomorrow's class.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. And Dell, we have a quick question actually about let's see, Tawana Wright asked, does every agency have CARES coordinator?
Absolutely. Yes. There's a CARES coordinator. I have 12 other colleagues that do my job too in the state.
Awesome. That is great to know. Great question too. So folks, I popped up in the comment section, the site to register for tomorrow's workshop. And thank you, Della. That's really, really exciting. So can you tell us a little bit about some of the other workshops that are coming up?
Well, according to my agenda, I believe the next topic after that is going to be on March the 25th, and that's the Aging and Disability Resource Center, which we abbreviated to the ADRC. This is a really important program that we have, because when an individual calls to the area agency on aging, you are connected to an ADRC specialist, and what they're going to do is they're going to screen you for whatever services you may be eligible for, either you or your family member. In a lot of the cases, it is the caregiver calling for their parents or for our sibling that needs some services. So it's really important for you to call, and that way they can get screened for whatever services they may be eligible for, and we can make the referral. So that's going to be a really good topic, and especially if this is your first time to call the area agency on aging, I think it's really important that you be aware that we have a no wrong door program. You call, we talk to you, we try to make sure that we have a good overview of your case, so we can make sure we make the proper referrals. So that's going to be a good day. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's going to be great. Thank you so much, Della. We're going to have, this series is going to be 7 workshops in total. They're going to be on 7 consecutive Thursdays, again, starting tomorrow with Della, and they're going to be at 11 a.m. Central Time. And you do need to register for each of these websites. You can register for all of them, or you can just register for the ones you feel like you need. To go to, you see the website here that I have just put up to register. You can go there and you can click on the ones you want to register for. As well as kind of see what's coming up. So we've got them all scheduled. They're all ready to go. They're all ready there for you to register. I've also put this site in the comments section, so you should just be able to click on that real quick. But again, once you do register for them, you'll receive a confirmation email with the Zoom link in the email. So that's what you will click on to go to the workshop at the time at 11 a.m. Della, we're just so excited about this. And again, I just want to thank you and your colleagues for doing this with us. You know, we're going to have, like Della said, we're going to have, she's going to be tomorrow with Alabama Cares. Then we're going to have the Alabama Disability Resources Center. I think next is going to be SHIP and Senior RX. So that's where you can learn about, you know, a non-biased Medicare advice and prescription program to help save on your prescriptions. We've got folks talking about just the AAAs in general, what an area agency in aging can do for you. And all of these workshops are free. And really all of these services for folks who are eligible are free. You know, we want to make sure you know that these resources are available to you. We're also going to be talking to the ombudsman and talking about advocating for older adults in long-term care facilities. So we'll have that workshop. We've got a workshop that's going to be talking about legal resources and what kind of legal resources you can work on. So there's just going to be so much, and we're so excited. And again, Della, we're so excited about yours tomorrow, talking about Alabama Cares. To learn more about respite resources for Alabama caregivers. This is such an important program, and it's so valuable. Let's see. And just in case folks don't know what an ombudsman is, I just got a good question. An ombudsman is someone who advocates and make sure that the rights of folks in long-term care facilities are being protected. Now, Della, I know you used to be an ombudsman, so was that a pretty accurate description?
Right. Yeah. And an ombudsman is representing an individual, and it's trying to have a non-biased opinion, and always it's an advocate. And it's an advocate for a resident in a nursing home or an assisted living, making sure that residents' rights are being respected and that they're having a quality of life. And this is right now very challenging due to COVID and the restrictions that are put on. But it's important that families understand that because an individual or a family member has been admitted to a nursing home or to an assisted living, they haven't lost any of their rights. They still should be treated with dignity and respect. And if there should be some kind of issues, they know they can contact the ombudsman to advocate on behalf of their family member. So it's going to be a great topic. I really encourage everyone to tune into that one. Just turn into all of them, but they're all going to be
good. Right. So excellent. Thank you so much, Della. We really appreciate having you on today. And I'm going to pop up. Let's see, where did it go? Sorry, folks. Give me just a second. The 1-800-AGE line number. Again, this gets you in touch. If you tell them what county you're in, it will get you in touch with your local area agency on aging. You can also go to www.alabamaageline.gov, and there's actually a AAA locator there where you can look on a map and get the contact information for your local area agency on aging and where you can find these services. So that's a very important number to have. And of course, during each of these workshops, we will be giving you this information and so much more. I'm really looking forward to these because I know I'm going to be learning a lot. So again, we really appreciate having Della on today. Before I forget, I did forget one thing to mention in our events coming up. We're going to be having What's Going On Monday at 10 a.m. And we're going to be talking about community gardens. Let's get growing. We're going to be talking about how you can start your own garden in your community and kind of some best practices for that. We've got some great folks like Victory Teaching Farm, like Tarrant, who's hosts the show with me, and we've got places like Eat South in Montgomery, and then there's Jones Valley Farm in Birmingham. Such great community areas and places like that. So we're looking forward to that. Also, for all of our events, please go to, and it's a big one, but please go to states.aarp, and I'm going to take a second and put this actually in our comments too, just to make sure that you have that, because this is where you can find all of these events and more. So again, like I said, we've got a lot of great stuff, as you can tell, coming up. Again, folks, we really want to make sure that you stay weather aware today. We want to make sure that you stay safe and, of course, stay healthy. Stay wise, my friends. I will put up a quick events video going through this stuff. And again, Della, thanks so much for joining us
You're
today.
quite welcome. Thank you.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.